Let's have a real conversation about creative production and why sometimes you should intentionally make your ads feel a little messy. Most brands default to polished and pretty content because it feels safe. But in the attention economy, relevance almost always beats perfection. It starts with the talent you choose, so stop looking for the most conventionally attractive person and start looking for the right fit for your specific audience. Age, gender, and accent, or even just how someone dresses can drastically shift how relatable that person feels to your target demographic. A tech-savvy 20-something isn't going to resonate the same way with a 45-year-old entrepreneur, and that disconnect kills your engagement. Sometimes, the person with a distinctive voice or a slightly unpolished look is the one who actually stops the scroll. When you're planning your UGC-style ads, test different archetypes to see what truly lands. Try the super photogenic option, but also test someone with an odd haircut, a dramatic beard, or just a really authentic smile. Choose talent that looks like they genuinely belong in the community you're trying to reach, because authenticity is what pulls viewers in. Don't just assume the prettiest option is always the best performer, because audiences today can smell a scripted ad from a mile away. Lighting is another area where you should feel empowered to break the rules on purpose. Professional studio setups are fine, but you don't always need to polish everything to a high-gloss magazine level. A bright, even ring light creates a clean look, but sometimes uneven, awkward lighting catches attention because it feels candid and real. Those low camera angles that show the ring light or capture background clutter actually feel like a real human feed rather than a produced commercial. TikTokers and creators do this constantly. They use weird angles and unscripted environments because it builds trust. Pro videographers might hate the aesthetic, but viewers love it because it feels less like a sales pitch and more like a friend talking to them. Stop obsessing over perfection and start thinking in variables and experiments. Test different lighting styles, camera angles, backgrounds, and voiceover tones against one another. Create a polished version and an ugly, candid version for the same message, then let the data tell you which one actually wins. The key is to iterate quickly, so use tools that let you spin out many versions of your content without slowing down your production. This is exactly where a tool like Vizard becomes a game changer for a strategy like this. If you're doing rapid experiments, you need a way to turn long-form recordings into testable short clips instantly. Manually cutting the same hour-long recording into a dozen variants is a total time sink that kills your momentum. Vizard automates that entire process by finding the viral moments in long videos and extracting them as ready-to-post clips. Instead of editing every single take by hand, you can batch create dozens of clips that test variations of your lighting and opening lines. Another massive win is the scheduling feature, which prevents you from having to manually post every half hour. Consistency is critical because you want to avoid timing bias when you're comparing which creative style performs better. The auto-schedule feature removes that variable and saves you all the tedious grunt work. And the content calendar ties everything together by helping you organize and preview your lineup across multiple platforms. You can map which clips go to TikTok, which to Instagram Reels, and which to YouTube Shorts without losing track of your workflow. It makes scaling your experiments from 1 creator to 10 creators completely manageable. Compare this to old-school tools like Premiere Pro, which are great for one perfect edit but terrible for rapid experimentation. They're often overkill when all you need is to extract a bunch of potential viral hooks from a longer podcast or talk. Then there are other auto editors, but many just do basic cuts or charge you per export, which adds up fast. Some even lack scheduling or cross-platform publishing, leaving you to juggle spreadsheets and manual uploads forever. That's where Vizard stands out as an end-to-end tool for turning long-form content into a disciplined testing machine. It finds highlights, produces variations, and helps you post consistently so you can focus on strategy, not just cutting clips. I'll be honest, no tool is perfect, and sometimes auto editors might snip a laugh when the real hook was the line before it. But Vizard's algorithm gets smarter the more you use it, and you can always fine-tune the output if needed. The speed is the real game changer here, allowing you to test dozens of micro variations instead of 1 or 2 ads a week. That volume is exactly what reveals unexpected winners, like that oddly lit, off-center take we talked about earlier. Here is a simple workflow I recommend. Film a session with a few talent types and at least 2 lighting setups. Don't overthink it, because you want to capture those natural moments, the flubs, and the awkward pauses. Upload the footage, let Vizard pull the viral moments, then skim and pick the clips you want to test. Use the content calendar to schedule a mix, posting polished clips early and raw ones later across different platforms. Track your engagement and let the data guide your next shoot, making more of what actually performs. Be strategic about your tools, and if you're using other platforms, check if they actually offer scheduling and calendar management. Many don't, or they charge extra, or they don't scale well when you need to run A/B tests across dozens of assets. Vizard's sweet spot is that combination of quick clip discovery, native scheduling, and centralized management. It's built for creators who want to iterate fast and get empirical about what actually works. My final thought, if your aim is to be seen, don't be afraid to make things a little ugly on purpose. Relevance, authenticity, and variety beat high-end polish every single time you're trying to grab attention. Use the messed up lighting, the odd angles, and the unexpected talent, then use Vizard to turn those experiments into real data. Let the clips run, let the numbers speak, and then double down on the winners. That's how you turn a handful of awkward, charming moments into a high-performing content machine without burning out. Test the pretty stuff and the ugly stuff, test different accents and ages, and see what sticks. If you want to scale that testing without spending forever in an editor, Vizard is the easiest way to go from raw footage to a packed calendar. It doesn't replace your creativity, it amplifies it by letting you focus on experimenting while it handles the heavy lifting. Give it a shot next shoot, because you might be surprised which awkward clip ends up being your biggest breakout post.